Hi, Ceylin. I thought it might be easiest to show you what I would have your student learn about in a video. So we're going to start out with a model of the arm. You may remember from body mapping that our arms include a collarbone and shoulder blade. When moving at the piano, often the collarbone and shoulder blade are going to need to move, as well as the bones of the arm below that. So I wanted to make sure that your student knows that the collarbone and the shoulder blade are going to be moving as she's playing the piano. You can probably see a little bit of that movement in that demonstration. But now on to the wrist, which is what you asked about. The first thing I want to say about the wrist is that most people don't understand much about it. This is a model of the right arm. The wrist is actually all these bones right here, which are in what we might call our hand. On my body, these 8 bones would be right here. So the wrist is a very complicated structure, and it has many joints, and there are some positions that the wrist doesn't like. Since your student has a weak ligament, it's important that she does not drop her wrist too much, or, I'll try to show it this way, twist her wrist towards her thumb. She wants to keep her wrist in a neutral position, neither too low or twisted, so that the bones of the wrist have a lot of space in between them, and that way the ligament won't be strained. Now, that neutral arch is not a position. She's going to have many small movements when she's playing, but she just doesn't want to spend a lot of time with her wrist down this way or her wrist twisted. The other thing I wanted to say has to do with how the hands open for a chord or an arpeggio or any kind of a spaced piano figure. Many people think that the fingers open from this large knuckle, and that's not true. They open from way down here where the finger bones meet the wrist bones. I'll show you on the model. The fingers open from where the finger bones meet the wrist bones, way down here. And in fact, in that part of our body we call the hand, there's a lot of space in between each of these long finger bones. On my hand, those spaces would be found here. There's a space all the way down between fingers 4 and 5, all the way down between 3 and 4, all the way down between 2 and 3. So when we open our hand, it opens like a fan from where the wrist is, meeting those long finger bones. So just make sure she's not trying to open from the large knuckle. That would be another point that would help her. As far as repertoire, I think you want to pick things that aren't too stretchy and that don't have too many chords, big chords, and maybe for right now aren't too fast. The Grieg lyric pieces are great. I would think a Bach French suite would be great. Since she likes Chopin, a Chopin mazurka would probably be fine. If you do come across a few chords in the pieces that she's playing that are too thick, you can always take out a note or put it in another hand. So I think that answers most of your questions. I believe that I hope she's seen some sort of a therapist, just something to help her in case she's feeling any pain. But in the meantime, I hope this information gives you a start, and if you have any questions, feel free to email me. It was great to hear from you, and I wish you the best with your student. Take care. Bye-bye.